Hi, I'm Causmass, and this is my story. My fascination with birds started when I was very young. It was a difficult time for my parents. People would say to them, "He spends more time with the birds than with people. What's wrong with him?" And I remember this one time, my dad saying to someone, "Buddy, was it the birds that invaded Poland in 1939? He was a great guy. And of course it wasn't the birds. It was the Germans. So I guess he was making a point there. As I got older, my love for birds only increased. And before long, I'd made a career out of it. I'm a bird photographer. It's a precise area of photography to dedicate yourself to, but I'm the best there is. To put it into perspective, if you've ever picked up a copy of Feathers magazine and looked at a bird, a couple of years ago, I saw this window washer, and he dropped his sponge a few stories. And he grabbed a pigeon, and he kept washing the window. And I looked into its eyes, and you want to know what I saw? I saw a world that's turned its back on the birds. And that's when Beyond the Beak started. I'd made a career out of exploring the world for birds. Who better to do something about this than me? I needed to give something back. And then I met Dave Attenborough. And everything changed. I told him what I needed to do, and he was thrilled. I said, "Dave, we take birds for granted. We don't have photos of birds hanging in our houses, do we? Oh, I'll just look out the window tomorrow, I'll see one then." This is about starting a movement, getting people thinking about the birds again. And I actually joked, I said, "I suppose I could run the migration with the birds." But Attenborough wasn't laughing. He looked at me and he said, "That's perfect." And I went, "Come on, what would we even call it?" And he sat forward in his chair, took off his glasses, and said, "Beyond the Beak." And that's when Beyond the Beak started. We decided to capture the journey on camera, and we decided that the best way to do that would be from height, looking down, similar to the way a bird would witness it. We called it the bird's eye, and it was great. Everything changed once the news came out about what I was doing. I was getting calls from newspapers, people asking me for my autograph. I guess people just need something to believe in. Into the run, I started to feel like I'd bitten off more than I could chew. There were obstacles, psychological but also physical. But I had a very strong belief that it had to be done properly. I didn't want people losing faith in what I was trying to do, which meant a strict bird diet. Yeah, that was hard. It was about halfway into the run, and I really felt like I could do this. And then I hit rock bottom.
Bird activist Ed Causmass is in hospital tonight after...
I was running a little bit later than usual. I'd normally have turned in for the night. But I got cocky. I felt the top of the camera pole pull back. And my head just went with it. I fell to the ground and I heard one of the crew just yell, "Bird strike." And I knew straight away there'd been a bird strike. The doctors said that I'd sustained level 10 whiplash and that I was lucky to be alive. A normal man would be dead. Full-grown pelican with 5 pounds of fish in its beak? No chance. No chance. They say that the reason I lived was because my neck was stronger than a normal man's from carrying the bird's eye camera for so long. So really, it saved my life. I couldn't continue the run. I felt very frustrated, and I felt that I'd failed. I was supposed to bridge the gap between humans and birds, even if it was just for a moment. I haven't done my job, and I won't rest until it's done. Beyond the Beak 2013. This time, it's personal.